So I've just been able to sit down and watch Monday Night Raw very briefly. I've had a very busy day, and CM Punk went off on everybody. Everybody got it on this week's edition of Monday Night Raw. So last night, CM Punk came to the ring, and this is coming off the back of CM Punk putting Roman Reigns through an announce table, getting getting his receipt, or at least giving Roman Reigns his receipt after Roman Reigns 2 weeks ago absolutely lost it upon Jey Uso's request and put CM Punk through the announce table. There was no talking, there was no words. Roman Reigns came to the ring after what felt like an eternity, and CM Punk came in right after him and put him down. So that was kind of the tone set for this week. You kind of thought there was going to be some type of receipt coming back for CM Punk as we're about 2 weeks out from WrestleMania, but that's not what happened. CM Punk went into the ring and he cut a vicious pipe bomb on Roman Reigns. He addresses the crowd first, the Houston crowd, before getting up and going out the ring and then telling the crowd Roman Reigns was not here. Had to stick it to him after he knows he just put Roman Reigns through the announce table, but he did let the crowd know he got put through the announce table 2 weeks ago. He's supposed to be old, but hey, he's still here. He came to Raw last week with fighting fists and championship on his shoulder, and he absolutely went to town on Roman, and in no particular order. Roman was called a Nepo baby. He called Roman Reigns a failed experiment. He's pointing back to the fact that Roman Reigns needs help, whether he intentionally wants it or not. He put that out there. He made reference to the fact that his bloated cousin is sitting on the board of directors. He he went to town. If you haven't seen it yet already, I really urge you to go back and watch the original broadcasting of this, or at least the replay on Netflix, because nothing that I say is gonna give it justice. He was just firing shot after shot after shot after shot at Roman Reigns. But the next big event came was when he actually addressed the Pat McAfee situation from SmackDown this past Friday. Now, I was convinced there was no way that this was going to spill off over into Raw, and let's be honest for a minute. It sucked. The Pat McAfee reveal as being the guy behind the phone call to Randy Orton, or the guys in Randy Orton's ear, it absolutely sucked. It was not very good, and we are very much aware of it. They are aware of it. But I guess if you can take something that turned out to be terrible and try and get it to work in your favor, I guess that's a positive, right? Which is what I think they tried to do here. But he basically told McAfee's that he had his receipt. He also threw a couple of shots at Ari Emanuel, which is McAfee's agent, which from what you read on the internet is the person who wanted Pat McAfee into the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes angle. And he basically told Ari Emanuel, hey, listen, lower the ticket prices. And you know what? I agree. I agree. I mean, I think Steve Richards says that the cheap seats are costing fans about $600+. I mean, that's insane. Lower the tickets. Lower it. I mean, everyone's going through a crisis right now. The world's in some it's in a very dark place, and you're increasing the prices. I mean, man, come on, come on. It's ridiculous. And CM Punk definitely let him know about it, as well as everybody else who also got a piece of the pipe bomb, including Vince. Vince got it too. Oh yeah, the weird old man who likes to watch his wrestlers eat dog food. Do you remember that? Pretty much the promo ended with CM Punk just saying, "I'm CM Punk and I approve this message." Again, if you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. I can't remember everything verbatim. I'm not going to, but let me tell you something. Now he had a shot for everybody. Everybody got it. And I would like to say this felt a bit different, because it did. It did. It definitely did feel different, but it wasn't as different as I kind of want to make it out to be. Because we know CM Punk cuts very good promos. We've seen it time and time and time again. We've seen it. And as a matter of fact, if you go back and listen to the promos that Roman Reigns has cut against CM Punk in the build to WrestleMania, it's just not good. It sounds like he's regurgitating a script. And when CM Punk is in this type of mindset, he's good. He's really, really good. So again, I wouldn't say anything felt different just because it's CM Punk, and you should come to expect it, and you should bring your A game when you go on the mic one on one with CM Punk. But I think it felt a bit different just because it had a bit of realism about it. It was attacking real world issues, right? what what the WWE crowd has been saying, and the fan base has not been happy about not just the ticket prices as well, but they haven't been happy about what's been going on the shows. Now, I have a difference of opinion for it. I personally believe that they're not booking for me and you. They're not booking for any of us. They're booking for the young children, and I can understand that. If you look back at when John Cena was having his Super Cena era, I could not understand it, but there's many kids that understood it, so I get it. So it might suck to us, but it's absolutely amazing to them. And okay, fair play. But overall, it's just not a very good time. And I feel like CM Punk did a very good job bringing this up in the segment. Again, they have to take. I mean, they kind of have to now, but after the Pat McAfee disappointment, they have to take that negative and turn it into a positive. And I think they're pretty much doing a very good job of it. Now, there's still SmackDown to come, so we don't know what they're gonna do with that. But I'll go one step further. Do you remember when everybody was saying that the Roman Reigns versus CM Punk face-offs were terrible? This is when it first happened. Roman Reigns was fresh off winning the Royal Rumble, and people just had negative things to say about it. Would you not agree at this point that it's starting to heat up? Would you not agree at this point it's far better? I mean, what did some of us expect? Did we expect for it to just be fireworks from the get go? No, it shouldn't have been. It was never going to be that. And I kind of like how it's developed. And okay, if we take the Pat McAfee situation, or that side of Punk's promo or pipe bomb last night, I would say it felt different just because he made you believe it was real and it was personal. And for that, I honestly think it was a very good pipe bomb promo segment. It was amazing. So this is where it gets interesting. So you probably want to know. I mean, a lot of you probably actually already figured this out already, and you could probably already figure this out based upon what I've already just said. But a lot of you probably want to know: was it real? Was it scripted? And a bit of both. Whether you like it or not, it's a bit of both. Was he very much scripted? Yeah, listen, CM Punk could say a lot more about Roman Reigns that could destroy him. We've seen him do things like this in the past, whether he was with the company or not. So he knows what to say, when to say it. And he said enough to build up the perception in your mind that there is legitimate heat between himself and Roman Reigns, and he did just that. Where I think he fired the shots that were real was when he fired a shot at Ari Emanuel and Pat McAfee. I'm pretty confident that's when he really felt it. Now, the only way I could be wrong here, and there is a very strong possibility that this is correct, is if all of this is a work. What Pat McAfee did was a work. The way they're booking that scenario over on SmackDown, the way if all that's a work, then all this is a work too. And I forgot who said it, but someone said that they might get themselves into a position where they start working themselves. I think it might have been Stevie Richards, but if that's the case, then that I guess that would be bad. But you got to give it a shot, right? I mean, everything at this point to the WWE fans feels old. So whenever they have the opportunity to create something new, create some level of excitement, right? To create create a spark, inject some life into the product. I think they're taking it, and it doesn't always work out, and it's not going to always work out. We've seen failed experiments time and time again, and this is just another experiment that could work or could not work. But either way, I think this was fully scripted. Uh, I think it was. I think obviously they told him to go out and say something about the Pat McAfee situation and to say something about his agent Ari Emanuel. But I think deep down in CM Punk's heart, I think he kind of I think he kind of felt a bit of fire about some of the things that was said. And again, if all you gotta do is look at his eyes and his delivery, and you can definitely tell he definitely believed it. So now the bigger question becomes, what happens next week on Raw? How does Roman Reigns respond to the things that was just said about him? How does he respond to being called a nepo baby? How does he respond to the fact that CM Punk keeps pointing out that he always needs help? And how does he respond to his big bloated cousin sitting on the board of directions? How does he respond to his cousin sitting on the board of directors? Does that does that weaken his legacy? Because it's only recently the Rock has sat on the board of directors. I know Punk was throwing a jab, but do these things affect Roman Reigns a lot more than Roman Reigns is having his family be involved whenever CM Punk brings them up? Now, truthfully, if I was Roman Reigns, I'm coming into next week Raw and I'm whooping his ass. I'm coming for him. Family with me, no family with me. I'm coming for him. But we got to take into account the Roman Reigns character. He's probably not going to do that. He's probably going to just speak very calmly in the ring, which CM Punk also has mocked him for a couple of times. But it's very interesting. It's interesting to see how he responds to this next week. It's interesting to see if Pat McAfee responds to this over on SmackDown. It'll be interesting to see if Randy Orton responds to this. I'm very interested to see how everyone responds to this and how this plays out. And if that's what WWE was doing in the first place when they went down this direction to create a bit of interest and a bit of spark, I've got my eyes wide open. I'm gonna hold my opinion and not write this off completely just yet. I won't do it. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? Do you think this was work? Do you think this was a shoot? Do you think it was a bit of 50-50, 60-40? What do you think? I'd like to know. And if you haven't already, give this video a like. Please subscribe and drop your opinions down in the comment section. I'll be definitely reading it soon.